crawling on an empty stomach. Oof, dreadful.
Oh, I feel ya. Right, back into Beauclair. So we've got this last exploits of Selina's gang, and then I would very much like to try and get on with Turn and Face the Strange to expand my mutations. What's this place? Clever Clog's Tavern. Apparently there is a quest upstairs. This is the one we left at the very end, but let's have a nosy. Actually, I'll speak to him first.
Geralt of Rivia.
Welcome, Snow White. Wish to look over my goods?
Snow White?
Mind if I glance at your stock?
What's he got? No, absolutely nothing.
See ya.
That's a shame. Had absolutely nothing for us there, did he? What the hell has been going on here? Is that blood? Looks like blood. I've tempted to get my torch out of this dingy place.
The beast is punishment for our lax morals. No witcher can save us.
Charles Lanzano. What this guy has for us in a place like this.
What's this about?
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
I am. Don't think I've seen your notice, though.
Not to fret. I shall tell you, and perhaps you'd care to help. Not free of charge, naturally. The din at the city cemetery. That's my grief. Screaming and clattering fill the air at night. A man can't get a lick of sleep. It all began on the day of Saint Zoltan's remembrance. I recall it precisely. I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then whack! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pate first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. How much will I get for this?
How much would you like?
This guy's a little bit a little bit drowsy, but I can only go from 50 crowns to 74. Are you kidding me? Let's try 65.
What? Much too much.
Great. So by the looks of things, I'm probably not getting much more, am I?
Agreed.
Fair enough. 2 crowns more than that, at least. Every crown counts, I suppose.
Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, master.
Till death do you part. So at least this is apparently at the cemetery, which is pretty much where we're heading to now, 'cause it's just across the square.
If only my purse weren't empty.
That's it there, someone's just walked in. Right, so we've got 2 quests here now. Should come in handy. So whether or not it's worth doing this quest at night time.
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway.
Okay. Right, let's track this quest for now. Oh, nearly missed that behind me then.
Smashed padlock. Someone broke in.
Witcher, save us from the beast!
Oh God. What happened to that? This is Milton's grave. Godspeed. Go in this one too? Oh, locked.
Places, my coffin.
Hiraga's family crypt. How'd they fit 4, 6, 8 people in there?
It's all locked. Oh, there's something else on the floor.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers. Big to do? Not likely.
So there's a way down there. Let's just make sure we've scavenged everything up top first. These all... No. These are all going to be locked, aren't they?
Death. The ultimate in solitude and freedom. Should be a price after that one.
Got something ahead of us.
Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much. Lots of tracks. Not much I can glean from them, though.
No.
Gotta come back after dark.
There we go. Let's get out of harm's way then, don't want to get jumped by any monsters or anything. So back after dark, see what, 11 PM should be fine.
Damn it. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems.
Well, at least there's no caretaker here. Oh, he's not wrong, is he? It's a loud bang. It is below us. Screaming. It's not good. Oh, we've got something on our minimap too.
So, noises coming from here.
Search the crypt. Sure if we want to go in here.
Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either.
How odd.
Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. Louis de Corentin died on the day of Saint Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started right around then. Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago.
It means it got something to do with it. I mean, timeline's matching up.
Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Here lies Margot de Corentin. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange.
Okay, so let's search for the source of the noises. So have we got to go further into the catacombs? Yeah, looks like it.
Noises clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible. Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
Someone behind the statue then. How bizarre!
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. It's far better to stand at the door of Lebioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrid, I prayed for you. that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
Mind keeping it down? What are you arguing about?
What's this argument about, anyway?
Sod off! Not your concern.
Could help you resolve it.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery!
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest! How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lebioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you!
Oh, go on, Geralt. Gotta get you out of here. Whose crypt is this rightfully?
Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The de Corentans. Are you illiterate?
True. But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes. Take him. Please. Do so. And I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you! And now, you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards! Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive! It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death!
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Need to think about it. Alright, gotta move one of them out.
Which one?
Thus spake the prophet Lepiota. Thou shalt not play for coin.
After which he promptly added, "For you shall have none left for me!"
Heretic, shut your mouth. I shall speak to you no more.
Christ.
No,
I can understand Geralt like biting for this. They're starting to agitate me. And personally, I think this Louis guy is lying. I mean, he obviously doesn't know where the Gwent cards were hidden, otherwise he would have taken them to this so-called tournament where he was stabbed for his debts. Plus, he was rude to me. She wasn't, so let's move him out.
I see you fell for that pious tart's dribble. Drats! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Well, at least he accepted it. He wasn't as rude as I thought he was going to be.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go.
Yeah, that's always going to be a good thing, isn't it? So, collect your reward for solving the mystery of the nocturnal noises in the cemetery. Find the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair's chamber. Did I not have... Oh, I don't. Don't have my torches equipped. See, down here should be this treasure hunt that I'm after too. I have a feeling we're going to run into something down here. What, wraiths? It's most likely with it being a tomb. Just have a quick look, see. So yes, the Selena's gang is somewhere in here. Make sure I explore everything. Right, no, I'll tell you what, right, let's do this Beauclair thing first, then we'll go hunting. Uh-oh. I think we got some company, and they have already noticed me. Oh, wrong sword. Let's do this. High level as well.
Bad idea.
That goes two. Hey. Okay, these hit pretty hard. Well, that striker cut one of them straight in half. Bloody hell. Take a white Raffords there. Yeah, these were not easy as I probably thought they were going to be. And they were high level, but I didn't expect them to give me that much of a hassle. They took off a good chunk of my health on a couple of occasions there. Hey up. Hey. Hey, can I loot that? Hey. Yes! Oh, Gnomish Armourer's tools. Hey up, what's this? Orders from Robin. Oh, there's a kitty there. So that foolish, flatulent fluffer Bruce has tried to cheat us again, but he won't get away with it this time. Take a pickaxe and a shovel and pay our dearly departed boss a visit. Her kitty face was hideous to look at even when she was alive, so the very thought of looking at it now she's dead gives me the bloody runs. Take the jewels, pearls and other valuables bum-nibbling Bruce tossed into her grave. Oh, and if you see the milksop hanging around the cemetery, break his neck. Robin. P.S. Apparently ever since Selena's death, that kid's been moping near Olimer's cemetery howling at the moon. And if I know life, and I do, he's got with him the key to the chest we buried with that bitch. Perhaps we could end his suffering by ending his miserable life in the lake. If he hasn't drowned himself already, that is. Selena, kitty cat. Whoa. Me like it. Oh, quest done. Oh my god. Holy shit, this is the jackpot. Green gold ruby necklace, an emerald, silverware as well. Crowns. What was at least 5 times more than this quest is actually giving me. Dimeritium ore, hardened leather, chitinous shell, a book, and a diagram for a Tucson steel sword. So, a journal kept by Quail, a gardener. 21st day of service, so diddling bored. There's really sod all to do here. A quick morning round's enough to water all the plants. Flower bed in the front of the embassy doesn't demand much care either, and so it goes day after day. Maybe tonight I'll take a jaunt to San Sebastian, play a hand of Gwent. The day after, the 22nd day of service. Lord Gwent, lost a whole month's wages next month too, racked up debts with that grey-bill Pellegrin, heard he doesn't let such things slide, got to scrounge up a few florins somehow, or this might end badly for me. 24th day of service. Overheard the ambassador give instructions to his secretary. In the coming days they'll send a transport carrying wine brought from the imperial court, along with some unused operational wherewithal. My guess, they mean a sack stuffed with florins. Information like that could be worth a fortune to a lad from the right part of town. On the 27th day of service, Greybill Pellegrin slaughtered the caravan's guards, snatched all its cargo, had the gall to deliver a pouch of coin to me at the embassy, said it was my share. I spit on his coin, but I'm afraid I'll need it soon enough. I hid what he gave me in a safe place. Ever since old Ralph died, no one buys wooden planters anymore, so his workshop's the perfect hiding spot. 29th day of service, Greybill told me to keep my ears open at the embassy, find out when they'll have another caravan to grab. As if as an afterthought, he added the guard commander would be quite shocked to learn about my role in the previous hijacking. I stole the next convoy's route from the secretary's office. It's the price I must pay for my idiot idea of going into cahoots with Greybill Pellegrin. And then 2 days later, the final entry. The transport set off. This time it's escorted by Arnold Ape Bloom, commander of the embassy guard. Greybill's men don't know what they're in for, a fight against elite soldiers. When he finds out, then it's time to get out of here. Coin I set aside should be enough to start afresh somewhere far, far away. Make seems like a good direction. Greybill Pellegrin, eh? Let's sheath our steel. Okay, these are all definitely worth looting. I might be in here for a little while, I get this feeling. There's a new resource there as well, beginning with ore. Not sure what it is. Okay, that's the... Is there anything down here? Apart from the dead baddies? No. Dragon scales and fucking wow! Give me more of that. Hunk of nickel. Whoa, that's new. Cool. Dye remover as well. Unrefined copper ore. Can we refine that somehow then? Maybe? Private chamber of the Right Honourable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. May they always draw their best.
Private chamber. The Right Honourable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
Mm-hmm. It certainly is, Geralt. Oh. What's that? Is this bandits? Oh god. I think it is, isn't it? Gonna keep it hard at the ready. Salute that. Great, yeah, the grave robbers.
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're the plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this.
I've said that myself before, haven't I? Right, get out of here. Okay, these don't seem as tough, but looks can be deceived. One down. What happened to you? Right. Oh god, where'd you come from? Oh my god. I sliced right through him again. Oh, this iris blade is just ruthless. Yeah, they didn't do much damage to me this time. It's fine. Drink up some water. Move to everything else. That looks like everything.
That ought to do.
What's this? Ode to Gwent. Proposal number 7 by the Anthem of the Gwent Society of Beauclair. Author Stefan de Veur, Master Copper. And then it's... okay, it's a poem. Gwent is like a ruddy wine. Gwent's a knight with a lady fine. When before you two armies clash, your cares melt off in a dash. Then you wish but to play, 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 but her indoors wines hit the hay, hay, hay. Such minds are dull as muddy yards, to think this is but a game of cards. Gwent is my liberty, Gwent is my fraternity, Gwent relieves the day's sorrow, and Gwent is my morrow. Poker has had it, the dice and dice is a bore. There's no other game that makes you want more. There are no better satisfactions. Greater than Beauclair's bells, its list of attractions. Greater than ever the festival of drinks, or even a tipsy young minx. They can holler and shout, they can release the guards. I'm leaving home, I'm off to play cards. Gwent is my liberty, Gwent is my fraternity. Gwent relieves the day's sorrows, and Gwent is my morrow. Oh dear, that must have taken quite a length of time to write that poem, and I can't, my god. Alright, let's put this urn down. Done.
Right. High time Margot paid up.
Okay, go back to Margot to discuss your award. Damn right, all my Gwent cards. But I think there's a lot more to explore in this tomb. So make sure I explore everywhere. Now this is its bloody hell. Whoa! Oh, I thought I was going to be able to reach one there. I really just get the feeling like I'm going to run into a vampire of some sort. Pearl dust, meteorite ore. Ooh, 2 lockboxes. Heron ruin stone 2. That's disappointing. It's a way out. Yeah, it is, it's locked. That poem though, that was slagging off Dice Poker from The Witcher 2. I always thought that Dice Poker was a bit of a miss. I mean, it was an absolute pain in the ass because there was an achievement in The Witcher 2 to roll all the die as the same number, and I still don't have that to this day. Like, I may have completed, I don't have a clue what that fucking ore was. I may have completed it on Dark because insane is literally insane to try, but this Dice Poker was always fun, regardless if it was a pain in the ass at times. So I think you couldn't play it as much as you could Gwent in here, but I think it would have been nice as like an optional sort of extra that you could play every now and then. There really is plenty of amazing loot in here, isn't there? What great robbers are we gonna find? No. Just bodies. Oh! Christ. Stop tripping, that made my heart skip a beat. Oh! Okay, this looks fucking creepy as hell. Formula mutagen transmuter, blue to red. And a parchment. Yellow dye. Aquaman spirit. Let's put the lights on. Picking up a bit of dye so far, haven't we? It's getting deeper, this place. Again, I think I'm gonna run into a vampire if I keep delving deeper, but I can't resist. I have to. Damn, I could loot that. Nothing, nothing. Why is there nothing in these chambers I can loot? The door, and there's a locked door. I wonder if perhaps they're due to come back here at some point. Early cut-off point. Okay, this leads us to... This is the main room, isn't it? Yes, we've looted everything in here, so we're done. Okay, let's go and speak to Margot.
Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate, then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
That was a nice way to end that quest on, wasn't it? Okay, so search for the house. Let's go there first, then... It said go out through the Cooper's Guild gate, didn't it? It's a bit away. I've not explored this part of Beauclair. And I gotta do it before handing in this quest. Because I have a feeling if I... Oh, no, I'll leave it. Let's go get that now, then come back. It gives me a chance to do what I intended to do anyway this episode, which is explore a little bit more of the city.
Do you poke her too, Geralt?
It's not too far away, it shouldn't take too long for us to get to it, barring no more quests pop up in our way. Which I hope they do. I'm sure there will be plenty more, especially since we've not explored 2/3 of the city.
Around here it's wine, and...
Oh yeah,
wine.
we got something coming up.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Daubry monument will remain closed
Nice
until
tune.
further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote an entire day to see it. You're a cheat, sir.
And we paid good coin for the
Just a
tickets.
few
Give it
more
back.
ledges.
Your tickets
And I shall
remain
get
valid.
drunk as a
You must
skunk.
merely wait patiently for the exhibition to reopen.
What's going on here? This guy trying to cheat somebody?
Please disperse! The exhibition is closed.
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiote, give me strength. I can't bear this, please! I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait! Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
What kind of work?
Work related to the monument to Reginald Daubry. The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
Oh, now he changes his tone, knowing who I am. I've heard that before.
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you. Here it is. Our pride and joy, Reginald Daubry. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
You have got to be kidding me, right? Oh, dear God. What other quests are we gonna get? Christ. Oh, this is a wacky one.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. God, it must.
This is what you bank in Beauclair's tourism on. Goodness gracious, great balls of granite.
Don't worry, Reginald, don't
Saw
worry.
marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
Right. Oh, something on the ground next to it.
Dried bloodstain.
Someone cut themselves, sawing the balls off.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Okay, right, we've got a lead.
It will all work out. It must.
Yes, quit your panicking, don't you worry. Okay, there's nothing around the other side.
Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry. You shall be home.
Diamond saw blade. Perpetrator's tool.
Okay, so let's follow the smell. Where are we going? Up this way. Excuse me, guards. My torch shot too. Are we in the... I think we're in the main square. Yeah, we are. Notice board over there. Really could do with reading that, but come back to it. This looks like yeah, it's the merchant area, merchant square. Oh, I thought I was going in there. Is that an alchemy?
If you've one jug
Alchemist?
of wine and one friend, drink the jug of wine and send the friend for another. Thus speak the prophet.
We're getting somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Back onto the street again.
Scent leads to this door.
Not sure if I want to badge in on this. No choice.
Oop. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A series thereof. What?
That's not my husband.
You mean, not Not your husband? Who are you, and why are you in my home? Out, now, or I'll summon the guards!
I don't think so somehow. Don't like your tone. No, I don't.
Watch your tone, Gramps. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves a body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald d'Aubry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
Stop, I have no idea. Just sort of got the feeling he doesn't know, and I've just...
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda! I know you're in there! You and that fancy pants of yours!
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
Not gonna... Yeah, go home.
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
I don't know, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
Mm-hmm. So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I will 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Hmm? Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
I don't know what option to go with there. I sort of feel for him and I sort of want to let him keep him. But again, this sort of like tarnished a statue that many look for inspiration and whatnot. No, I'm gonna take him.
No chance. Need to take the stones, pure and simple.
But if you were to leave them with me for a day or two, 3 at the most.
Shit out of luck. Sorry.
At the day's end, it's good I had a chance to use them at all. Here, take them.
Thanks. And good luck. Actually think you'll do just fine without them.
Oh, that was quite something, wasn't it?
My spirit is willing as my flesh is weak.
Again, I'd really like to find the barber in this place. Kid, watch where you're going. You ran directly into me without even trying to get out of the way.
Take good care of yourself.
Notice board, I will be back. So the accurator's not that far away. Here it is.
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yep, got them back.
Lepiotus luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude. And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house.
Thanks for that. I look forward to it. Is he gonna... Oh, has he got to put them back on? He is, isn't he? Oh, he's thinking about it. Is he just go up here? Or is he going to be there for like hours? I don't want to stand here for ages staring at this statue's balls, seeing if they appear or not. Lol. Right, we'll just leave him to it. Get back to tracking the quest at hand. Christ, Corvo Bianco is getting further and further away. I wanted to go to Corvo Bianco because my sort of mindset right now is... Wait a minute, I just need to find the right quest. Chase, no fear, to lift his part. That's where we need to go. I'm sort of inclined to go to Corvo Bianco before this episode's end. Then when we start the next one, we can go to the tourney grounds and see Guillaume and do the Warble of a Smitten Knight. Then after we've done that, go and do Turn and Face the Strange. They're both level 35. But I think that sounds... To me, that sounds like a sound idea. Can I get out this way? No. Right, back out into the square. Okay, let's see if another quest gets in our way. There was like something, a shop of some sort, whether it was just another form of armour smith that I saw on the mini-map. I wasn't really too sure what that was. Obviously we picked up all the Grandmaster armour sets in the last episode when we spoke to one of the shopkeepers. But not sure what level the Grandmaster armour is, to be honest with you. Not even sure if I've just levelled up yet, because I was very close to levelling. It's about 100 and something experience, and I used Axie, which normally gives you 40, and then I got 80 for the quest, so I think I should be levelled with no XP. Soon find out.
Love, youth.
Okay, so search for the house with a tree-shaped crest outside the walls of Hortville. Here it is.
Tree on the sign. Must be the house.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
So this is round back, correct?
Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right.
Uh-oh. Everything's all locked.
Nobbing and wine chugging. That's Toussaint in a nutshell. King of my heart.
The famed Geralt
Yeah,
of
I actually thought I might
Rivia,
be getting into a
lover
fight
of
with them,
witches
but probably
and
not.
succubi.
So this is the way in. Yeah. Sort of a bit worried that something like an arc spore is going to jump out at me. Okay, we're in. We're looking for the place. Oh, we're digging, aren't we?
Not here.
It's the garden key. Oh, that'll get us out. Okay, good. I had to say it, didn't I? I just had that feeling.
Come on, closer.
fucking thing.
Under the rose bush. Alright.
Just fucking knew it. It was the only thing it could have been in a garden like this. And that's actually levelled me. That Archispore, so you know I hate fighting these bloody things, that's probably worth it. I shouldn't find any more now. Hopefully. We know it's not this one, she said the rose bush, so that's where it's going to be.
Nothing here.
Take a swallow, get my health back. Come on, give me those Gwent cards. I bet I've already got them.
Ah, just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
Which ones? Hello? I've already got them, haven't I? That's why it didn't pop up. You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh well, that's a shame. I'll have a look at some point in my inventory and see if there is anything there for new Gwent cards, but I just don't think there will be. But is this another... Okay. It's the other way to get into this garden by the looks of things, just straight down here. I want to check in here, because this was what was locked. Ladder. Florence. See, that was worth it. Most. Oh, it's actually an upper level. Not going to open that door though. Let the bandits in. I think I'm alright. Loot everything I can. Come on, somewhere decent upstairs. Recipe. New decoction or something? I doubt it. It's just plenty of food and wine. And that's it. No matter. Quest is done. I'm going to follow the guidance. It's telling me to go this way. Take me through another area of town. It better be right, because there's plenty of times I've followed this marker and it's been wrong.
An infant. It must be born.
Alright, it's taking me back to the road. I'll give it credit this time. Just this once. I wonder if I can see Corvo Bianco from... Oh,
I can't see a thing.
Hold the phone. Tucson, everyone. That is Tucson. I love that over there. Look at the ruins in the distance. That's going to be where some of the mastercrafted diagrams will be hidden. Port. It's down that way. East. You can see vineyard grounds over there. Can't really see Corvo Bianco though.
Keep calm. Start no pros.
Oh, we're going this way.
And now I shall drink, dance, and repeat till the week is through.
A fruitful
The art guy's not back yet, he did say tomorrow. These are all patrons and whatnot waiting for him, I think. You're going to be waiting a little while longer. Okay, so I'm sure it was around here. So there's the armorsmith. There's plenty of armorsmiths, weaponsmiths around this little area. Just got to go to this pretty dingy tavern again. I mean, I suppose it's alright for, well, drunks and anyone that wants to operate covertly, as it were.
What can I do?
And this quest in, and then get the hell out of here. Where the fuck is he? I thought he'd gone out on me then for a second. Is he? Oh, he is here.
Yes,
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Actually, just a marital spat. Yeah, tough job, barely survived. It was.
Yeah, really tough, demanding fight. Barely made it out alive.
Is it your codex? Forbids you from revealing the details? For the best, I dare say. There's a small premium for you. You've earned it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Charles. Charles Lanzano.
Please, sir. Find that
I'm not
beast.
lying. Like, in fairness, I did nearly lose my life, but it was to the bandits that didn't have anything to do with the quest, so that was more of a white lie in my book than a blatant one. Is there anything else in this cemetery area? Doubtful. Now, what we don't want to be tracking in their quest, St. Regis, however you pronounce that, Mea Lakisanglong Cemetery, I think. We're just going to make our way northwards through town. See if we see anything more. We're getting close to the end now. Not sure how long I've been recording, probably about the 45-50 minute mark, maybe a tad longer. Time just flies when you're recording The Witcher. Like I say, I intended to do that treasure hunt quest, which thankfully that marital spat ended up being in the same area, so killing two birds with one stone. And then we ran into that art gallery guy, and that's pretty much all we've done. Apart from explore a little bit more of Beauclair. Careful with that little girl. Now it's morning time, I expect we may run into a few more things. So here's the Cooper's Gate again. Like I say, I'm just going to make my way to Corvo Bianco.
Do you like it here?
Might actually be worth hopping on Roach since we're just about getting to the outskirts of town. There's Beauclair's palace. See the
No one gives a
hoot
hoot about us poor folk.
Yeah, let's give Roach a shout. Roach! You struggling, girl? Nah, she's alright.
Come on, Roach.
There's my Goliath trophy on the side. We'll just canter along, I'm happy at this pace for the moment being.
No point complaining.
Yeah, no quest popped up in our way at the moment. Right, let's increase our pace.
Giddy up.
Tucson really is a lot bigger than it looks. Let's say even galloping on Roach at this speed, it's as big. It's not as big as Valence, that's Novigrad, but it's still much bigger than White Orchard. I'd probably say if you put all the islands of Skellige together, it's maybe that big. It's got this very unique feel to it, much more light and upbeat than a lot of the rest of like Velen. Here we are, Corvo Bianco Estate. Now, mine. All mine, thanks to the Duchess. I think it's going to be in the need for a wee bit of renovating though, since there were a lot of blood and bodies here the last time. Oh, seeing that look, so the cleanup's already been done. I'm well relieved at that, per se. Hopefully the remains of that Bruxa are gone as well, but I'm not holding my breath.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Cool. Sounds like quite the character. Show me around. Yeah, I want a tour.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Lead the way, Majordomo.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a majordomo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos. My father was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to majordomo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Monsters are your catnip. Let is mine!
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasure.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Fair enough. You might want to see to this hen problem as they were in your wee little home there. By the looks of things, it was this bugger who's trying to skittle away.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
As long as there's no archospores nearby, I'm absolutely fine with it. But if I come home one day to see archospores all in my garden...
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
I wonder if that means I'll get like a permanent supply of wine and drink. It'd be cool if that is the case.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartache and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
This spot's gorgeous.
I've a daughter, you know. She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
Monsieur Boleus's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
Let me guess, that's going to cost quite a bit of coin to bring this place up to standard.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Nothing to loot in this place, since we're heading back up to the main home area, which would be for me. Where's my stash? I need it. Deposit all this gear and pick up the silver sword. Or steel sword, is it?
She's fit to wed. Oh, so fit.
There's Roach. Oh, this is the stables, I think. It looks like it.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Hey, yeah. I thought that looked a little bit like a stable. Probably since my Roach is outside. Yeah, we'll upgrade that for you, girl. What about down there, Barnabas?
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Boleus's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
What a legend. I don't have to worry about that then, he's done it. It's one thing that was my main concern, the remains of that Bruxa, but thankfully I don't have to even put a thought to it.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And it?
Go up to any knight and shout, "The beast!" You'll smell the soiled armor at once.
Going inside? Oh, we are.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. One must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
There it is. Okay.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
This would all depend on the amount of crowns it's going to cost. Let's do some work on the house, the grounds.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
A collector? 5,000?
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibli would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
Yeah, I need a bit more coin for that. I've only got about 13-14k, so I can't really go spending a third of that on this, as much as I want to.
Got these spacious grounds, but maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh yes, we certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
I completely agree with him there.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompelli once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Ah, that's 1,000. Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Ah, yeah, I thought it'd be another 1,000. Yeah, I'll do that.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Not for now. Thank you, that'll do.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Pleasure, Barnabas. Okay, oh. No place like home, so restore Corvo Bianco to its former glory. Wait 1 day till your grindstone and armourer tables arrive. I like it. Like I say, I could do some... That's what the 5,000 crowns is going to be for, of course. Is that... I can put a painting there. Oh, bed just appeared on the minimap. Okay, armour stand. Okay, he's there. That's the kitchen. This is the bedroom, isn't it? Okay. So if we use the bed... Gain anything from it, or is it just a form of meditation? Oh, here we go, okay. So rest seats gain bonuses, and they're all locked. Oh no, just this one's unlocked. 5% bonus experience gained during combat, you rest for 60 minutes. It can go up, so maximum vitality. Bombs get up, wow, that's a good one. But your stamina increased by 100%. So that's if we upgrade the home. Obviously, look, you can see if you look around here, there's trophies, armor racks, stash, which I desperately need. I'll do that when I stop recording. But we're here, we're home, our first true home. Let's get it correctly stated. Corvo Bianco. I'm just thinking actually, with Barnabas Basil said that the upstairs room, which could be used as a guest room, is currently being used for storage. I think we can change that. I just need to send out an invite to our Temerian Special Forces commander, because I think Vernon Roach could be suited to a place like this. I can't even finish the sentence. Oh, I'd love to see Vernon here. We can hope one day, maybe.
Wolves asleep amidst the trees. That's all asleep.